Hi, I'm Katherine Jameson, and this is application YCP number 149. Traditionally, the parties used to have different values, and they were delineated as such. I think Republicans used to be more for the wealthy, reap what you sow. They weren't all about tax the rich and give to the poor for social programs like welfare. They also weren't as environmentally conscious as the Democrats, and we're seeing that in today's election. Actually, Romney's suggestion that we need to drill in Alaska to be dependent on our own fuel resources. But I don't think that they are very much different nowadays. They're actually kind of a conglomeration of the same thing. Both pundits are having to play a little bit more middle of the road to try to get more votes. But traditionally, Democrats were more for social programs, welfare, Medicaid, Medicare, things like that. Take from the rich, give a little bit more to the poor, let's share the wealth. More of a socialist outlook, I think. But very much traditionally today, I think that they're pretty much saying the same thing in a different language, just a little bit of a different voice. Why would I be a great host for this position? Well, I have a lot of great hosting experience. I believe that all views and all voices need to be heard. I'm not afraid of big personalities. I'm not intimidated by big personalities and famous people. And I think that I'd keep the conversation on the right track and where it needs to go. I'm also not afraid to get into a little bit of healthy debate. I think debate is really healthy, and there's nothing like a sparked forum to get somebody's interest, especially that of a viewer. That again, I think that you need somebody who's not going to take sides, who can potentially play the devil's advocate, who has an opinion on things, and potentially is a little bit more middle of the road as far as, I don't know, somebody socially liberal and economically conservative. Why should you pick me as your host? I think that I have all of those qualities, and I've exercised those in the past. I've spent a lot of time on red carpets in and around New York City, in press rooms like the Tony Awards. I've had to get the attention of very big celebrities. I interviewed Christopher Reeve, and actually during one of his last interviews, both he and Dana came to the Tony Awards, and that was just riveting. I'm impassioned about topics and about politics and about things that actually affect people. No matter who you vote for, it's imperative that you vote. When I was living abroad in 2000, I went to Prague. They were just in their transitional stage. They were just about to get the vote. I spoke with people my age who were in their late teens, early 20s, and they were just about to, for the first time in their lives, get to exercise their vote. And they didn't know who to vote for because they didn't have anybody actually educating them. They hadn't grown up watching the debates with their parents. Their parents were stymied. They had no idea how to exercise a vote. And one of the best things about America is the fact that we have that freedom. There are so many people who aren't voting these days, and it's just a crime because so many people in the world don't get to vote. They don't have that right. So vote. Doesn't matter who you're voting for, Republican, Independent, Socialist, Democrat. Vote for yourself. Write yourself in the ballot box. I don't care. Just be part of the process. Just be engaged. What I enjoy most about American politics is that everybody can take part in them. Not just the politicians, not just people like myself. It doesn't matter what race, what creed, what socioeconomic status you are. It doesn't matter if you even have a green card or a voter's registration card. You can get involved, whether that's on a grassroots platform, whether it's carrying a sign around for the protesters, or getting on an actual debate platform and talking about the candidate and talking about the issues that you feel so impassioned about. This is really the beauty of not only America, but the political structure. Now, some things may be awry with the political structure. As I said, I really do feel like the parties are running into one another. But at the foundation, we have the right to vote. And there's nothing that is more important or that has shed more blood in this world than trying to get the right to vote. I really enjoy panel-style talk shows in particular because you have so many more voices, so many more views that can be heard. And there's nothing like, I said, there's nothing like a healthy debate. And panel-style talk shows encourage that. One of my favorite shows is The View. And as you see, all those women, the dichotomies of their personalities and the views that they represent is really special because you're spanning the gamut in people's views and how they feel about the issues. And that really excites me. And I think that it does a great job to excite the audience too. If you choose me for your host, I promise that I will help to excite the audience about political issues, political guests, and just the right to be in that process. I don't care who you vote for, as long as you vote. Thank you for your consideration. I'm Catherine Jameson, YCP number 149.